here at Kensington Metropark Nature Center. Welcome to Science with the Metroparks, where we do short and easy science experiments that you can do at home with things you can find around your house or in your pantry. Today on Science with the Metroparks, I'll be showing you how to make your very own lava lamp. Before we get started, I just want to make sure that you have adult supervision to do this science experiment. Ready? Okay, let's get started. First, we need to look over the materials that we will need for the experiment. We'll need some vegetable oil or any cooking oil that you have around the house, vinegar, I'm using distilled, a small clear container. You want it to be a circular container. It can be a vase or a cup that you might have around the house. I'm using a test tube here. You want some food coloring, a funnel, a teaspoon, baking soda, and gloves, but gloves are optional. A table and a tablecloth. Sometimes science experiments can get a little messy, so you want to make sure that you're working in a space that's okay to get a little messy, that you have a table, and that you have a tablecloth on top of it, that if you do make a mess, you'll be able to easily clean it up. Now that we have our materials ready to go, let's start our experiment. Step 1. You need to take your container and fill it about 1/3 of the way up with the vinegar. Depending on what size container that you use, you'll use a different amount of vinegar. It's a little bit too much. I'm gonna pour that out. Okay. Now we can add our food coloring to our vinegar. Depending on the size of the container and the amount of vinegar that you're using, you might want to add more or less food coloring. I'm just going to give it a swirl to mix up that food coloring with the vinegar. Perfect. Step 2. We're going to add 1/3 more of the way up of your container with oil. They might mix a little bit when you first start pouring, but then once you're done pouring, the oil will be on top of the vinegar. Did you know that vinegar is less dense than oil? So it doesn't matter what container you put them in or how you pour them in together, the oil is always going to sit on top of the vinegar. Step 3. Now we get to mix our experiment together using baking soda. So I want you to grab with your teaspoon a small amount of baking soda. You really only need about 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Not a very large amount. Now, if your container cannot sit on the table like mine can, now would be a good time to put on some gloves if you have some, but it's not necessary. It's just to protect your hands from potentially getting dyed from the food coloring that we put into the vinegar. If you have a funnel, step 4 is the time to put the funnel into your container. It's not a big deal if you don't have a funnel. You can just carefully pour the baking soda into your container, and it shouldn't be a problem if some of it falls out onto the table. So I'm going to pour a little bit of the baking soda into here, and you can see the baking soda works its way down to the vinegar, hits the vinegar, and starts to bubble. So step 5 is to watch your experiment work. I'll bring it a little closer so that you can see. What's happening here is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is when 2 substances are put together and they create a new substance. The new substance that's being created is carbon dioxide gas. I normally don't encourage people to smell their experiments, but in this case, I'm going to ask you to smell yours. I'm going to head back to the back of my table here and give mine a little bit of a whiff. It smells a little bit like pop. And the reason that is because carbon dioxide gas is the same gas that's in a bottle of pop. Pretty cool. Step 6 is to play. You can keep doing the experiment, keep adding baking soda, redo the experiment with more oil and more vinegar until you run out of supplies or until your science experimenting time is up. You can see it's still going with all those bubbles here. Step 7 is to clean up. If you make a science experiment mess, you always want to clean up that science experiment mess. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my lava lamps here. Any information that you're looking is going to be with the video that will have the materials and the steps listed to do this experiment. Thank you so much for watching Science with the Metroparks, and good luck experimenting.